Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, another little trade recap. Today I actually didn't take a trade, but I did have the bias, the daily bias right, and I did have the daily projection correct. I wanna, oh shoot, I don't have that up. I wish I could like show you guys. I have a prediction on Discord saying that on SPX we were gonna hit this fair value gap here, and I was gonna go short. So this was, I guess the trade recap, the swing trade, and as I told you guys, and you can guys literally mark my words today, my stop loss will be here on top of this wick, and my take profit for this trade. This is bottom right here. Mark my words, this works. This is the current trade I'm in. It ends in basically 7 days. So basically a whole week plus, like, I basically fucked myself because the only way I can sell this contract is on Monday. So next Monday it'd go out. So this is the current trade that we have, that we're currently in. I'm just going to move this to the side just so I don't get distracted. So on SPX, what we had, and I'll pull up my notes right here. This is the analysis we did yesterday. Let me go up a little bit. Okay, so we have SPX here. I said weekly analysis. Obviously, we have can't trade on Wednesday. Too much news. Yeah, there's a lot of news this whole week. This whole week is going to be very, very volatile for the S&P 500, DXY, NQ, and NASDAQ. Lots of things moving, lots of things being taken out, lots of liquidity being traded. I said, for this picture, I said monthly is aiming for that swing low. I don't see any monthly that could, monthly PDRAs, I meant to say that, that could interfere with a push lower. Sellers are coming in the market, or push higher. Sellers are coming in the market and pushing price lower, but for how long? Okay, so our target is this swing low right here. Here's that little weekly fair value gap / order block that we've just traded into, and I said that price was going to come back down into this, or back into this inversion fair value gap. And I hope you know that literally tomorrow we start a new month. Right, in 24 hours, we start this whole new month. And so far, the month is looking exactly how I want it to look like. Have a nice small wick, a nice bearish volume profile candle, so that when the next month hits, if you look on the weekly, we're going to be bearish on the week, even though this is bullish, because to my analysis, we're in a short position for a reason. Bullish or month is gonna open new month here, maybe go a little high up here, not stop loss, maybe trade above the consequent encroachment of this inversion fair value gap, and just completely dump to the swing low. Completely dump. The only thing is I can't hold this contract for more than 7 days, so I have to sell it by the end of this week, and I can't sell it obviously with this swing low right here. Okay. So with that being said, with that being said, what I'm gonna do is go over QQQ. Let's look at the weekly. So weekly, as you guys probably have seen in my previous videos, I talked about this weekly fair value gap here that was formed on this bullish way up. One thing really quickly is, let me do this. Fair value gap here. Consequent encroachment was here of this bullish wick. Very clean move on QQQ. Very easy to spot. Last week we ended up here. We touched the consequent encroachment. Bearish, pulled up, bullish, and now on the daily, I was looking for a daily push into this fair value gap right here. Don't know why it's green. Okay, and so I got what I wanted, right? This high got pushed into inversion, or I guess bearish fair value gap, as you can see here, And then we can even go down into the 4 hours and really see what happened. The thing I'm hoping too is that I don't see a doji right here. I don't see anything. All I'm really seeing is that it just tapped in and got rejected, but I can still see a move higher. And if I see a move lower, I want to see at least one more tap in and a doji, a final doji, because this is a doji, but it just kept going up. I want to see a really thin doji for it to really come back down. SPX, as you can see, right, it doesn't look like it wants to come back down at all. Although I shorted this wick, I do set my stop loss pretty tight. Although now seeing QQQ, I believe that QQQ would like to reach for this higher fair value gap here to either tap into that or tap into this consequent encroachment of this bearish wick. Could be either both. We'll have to see how that reacts, but I'm hoping that this move on QQQ does not affect SPX where it takes me out. Might as well, move my stop loss a little higher. If that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Maybe I'm getting on the move a little too early is what I'm maybe trying to say. Looks like I'm getting on the move a little too early. NQ, let's move on to NQ. Again, I went over these fair value gaps, the balanced price range, the gap. What I say on here? ES, we don't need to worry about that. I don't trade ES much. NQ. Close inside that fair value gap, but under consequent encroachment, which shows bearish price action. Also, price tapped into that BPR and price gaps to the dot, as you can see that. And so what I was expecting actually was, and this is actually what I got on the daily and the weekly, as you can see, we got to close under this consequent encroachment, and I'm pretty sure I saw this on, no, this is NASDAQ. Yeah, I said, look, want to see this stay under the strong bearish consequent encroachment. If we push and close under this first fair value gap, then our draw on liquidity is fill out the third fair value gap, the darkest. So we closed under this consequent encroachment on the daily, but I'm pretty sure we took out that 4-hour liquidity on NQ. And these highs right here were these highs on SPX that we swept right here. So that was SMT, but we actually kept going up after that. We also filled a gap range right here, swept those highs. I really wonder where NQ will go because this wick right here is very, very bullish. And it looks like it almost tapped into this balanced, or not balanced, this gap, price gap range. So I'm wondering if NQ will actually push higher in the next coming days, or will it just drop all the way down and execute my position. ES said I was not really going to look into that, but you can see the bullish move up from this weekly consequent encroachment gap. ES, same thing on the daily. Actually, let's look on the weekly, right? Weekly right here. Daily fair value gap. Where do we see one? A very, very clear one on ES is this one right here. As you can see on ES, we're almost filling that, like basically almost. And what I'm seeing is there's liquidity up here resting right above this fair value gap. So my strong hope, and what I see now, what I'm realizing is ES to actually take out this high up here, right? So I can mark that real quick and say that this high will probably be used as buy side to come back down, right? And we'll mark this nice and big. And there's also a price gap right here, nice little drop that we can mark. This is gonna be tiny, but everything matters. Nice little price gap right there. Okay, so that's my thoughts on ES. Really not too much. I will study more obviously tonight, but that's just like the overall direction. DXY, actually I made the wrong thing. It was supposed to go up, so I don't know why I said it would hold. Like in my notes I said it would hold this fair value gap. Don't know why I said that, because if DXY goes up, then we go down, and we weren't ready to go down because we haven't gone up into this fair value gap here. So I was like, yeah, DXY needs to come down first into some kind of fair value gap here in the bullish and then come back up. That's where we target the weekly highs, hence why we target the monthly lows here, or the weekly lows. So that's that. LMT, yeah, not really much, but that's about it. All right, thank you for watching.